What's up, guys? It's a gloomy Sunday afternoon. Winter's trying to set in, raining off and on. So I thought, man, what a better time for a pen review. I am still on the hunt for a pen. I have checked out and reviewed the Hender Extreme Modular Pen, the Hender Investigator. I started with the standard drugstore pen. One pen I didn't review was this little CRK with the magnetic clip. And the reason I didn't is because it's, in size and everything, it's so much like that one that it's just too small of a pen to meet my needs. But this one was recommended by Nick Shabazz, and he says out of all the pens that he has, this one gets carried the most. So that had a lot of weight with me. So I expected to look it up and see that it was $115,000. It was $39 on Amazon. It's the Machine Era Classic brass pen. So, as I said in my previous reviews, I like capped pens. And that's what this is. This pen balances and writes very, very nicely. First thing I'm gonna say, for a $39 pen, this thing is unfreaking believable. It feels like a $150 pen, right? It's just a great front pocket EDC pen. It doesn't have a clip, which works perfect for me. That would just get in the way for me a lot of times. I like to just throw them in my front pocket. It seals pretty well. I think if the ink were to get loose in there, that I don't think it would get in your pocket. If it were to accidentally go through the washer, I don't think it would destroy your clothes. I'm not guaranteeing that, but that's what it looks like to me. Couple of things. It uses Parker style. Right now it has the Pilot G2 in there. I just ordered several cartridges for this one. And as a note, I will be using this pen. This will go into my rotation. But this is not the pen I'm looking for. I'm looking for the pen that gives me the wow factor my knives do. Of course, I'll probably never find that with a pen, right? But anyway, that's what I'm chasing. I'm looking for something that's extraordinary. I have a Grimsmo Saga on the way. I think that is going to be the pen. So this not only uses the Parker style cartridge, it'll use the Mont Blanc. That's another thing that's huge. All these other pens use the Fisher Space Pen. I don't care for that cartridge. It doesn't write well. If you're just going to sign one document a week, it's perfect for that. If you're going to be doing any kind of writing, it doesn't write well. It's not a good writer. These, you can pick whatever. I just ordered the Bold, Pilot G2 Bold for these. I like that cartridge. One issue that could be a problem, but not seriously, is the threads that are on the back of here where your pen posts up. If you got careless real quick and threw that on there and turned it, you could cross thread those, I believe. But I've probably done it 40 times and never been an issue for me. It's just something that I noticed. They're kind of thin. If you were to drop this pen and land on those threads, they're brass. Brass is soft. The weight, the balance, everything is really good on this pen. Like I said, for a $39 pen, I don't think you can find anything better. If you're hard on a pen, you worked in a factory setting or something like that, this is definitely the pen for you. If there's a chance you could lose it or beat it up, this is it. This is the best I've found so far. The other pens I've found are not going to be in my rotation. They just don't meet my needs. They're either too costly for what they are, and they don't write well, and there's just things that don't make it. Really counting on that Grimsmo Saga. But I'm not going to be disappointed if the Grimsmo doesn't work out, because if I had to carry this the rest of my life, I'll be just fine. I mean, this is a great pen. I can't stress that enough to you. I know the fact that even they sell it on Amazon, is a crazy thing that I've never heard of it until I saw Nick's review. But it's a great pen. You can you can style it to whatever writing you do, because it'll fit tons and tons of cartridges. That Fisher Space Pen is just, ugh, no, not for me. So some size comparisons. This is the Hinderer Investigator. Just enough bigger than that pen, wider and longer, that it makes it perfect to hold. This is the Extreme Duty Modular Pole Vaulting Pen. In titanium, this is probably a pretty good pen. In brass, it's for doing curls, because it weighs 9,000 pounds. And let's throw a knife up there to, there's an old bug out. Blade HQ bug out. So, would I recommend this pen? Absolutely. I don't see a reason why anybody shouldn't buy one of these pens. For $39, you're not going to go wrong. If you use a pen, you're not going to be mad at me that you bought this pen, I assure you. Unless you're just a big, huge fan of clips, so it doesn't have a clip. I like almost everything about this pen. Not a big fan of the brass, but it seems like a lot of pens are brass. The one I have is in titanium, and that's what I want. If this pen was in titanium, oh, watch out. So anyway, Machine Era Classic. Like I said, you can get them on Amazon for $39. No link or anything, you can just search it. Guys, thanks for watching. God bless you and your families. Say a prayer for our country. Good night.